Sorry?
So that parent wasn't among those in the school community who'd been asked to
I'm not certain
isolate
what
this,
category that parent was in.
Why not?
Well, because they had not had any contact with the person who's tested positive.
And the 800 people who've been told to isolate, have they been, is it a request to isolate or is it an order to isolate?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg.
I'll let Joran speak to that.
Hello, welcome to the WAM show on Radio Monash. It's the 26th of October. How are you doing today, Stephen?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Bit of a late
Delayed.
start today. Delayed start.
You know what? It's like one of those uni sleep-ins. You know, well, you know, you have like 15 assignments due, so you sleep for 2.
Maybe it's more like a match of cricket. Like you turn up and it's raining. It's like we'll check in 15 minutes. It plays on.
So you're in the clubhouse eating sausages and then
Eating the shapes that were meant for half time. Waiting for the rain to go. But yeah, how's your week been?
acceptable. Just, end of the year, 14 assignments due, 0 motivation.
But we did get some good news today, right?
Actually, I missed a bit of that. What's going on there?
Retail is opening Tuesday midnight, and restaurants as well with restrictions. And I'm not sure about outdoor sports or outdoor activities. I think you don't need 4 reasons to go out. 25k still apply. Yeah, that's about it. What do you think?
It's a start. It's not bad. Significantly better than the situation we were in. Not going to complain.
Can't complain.
Exams are during that period, and I'm not going to be able to go outside anyway. So
yeah, even though lockdown is technically over, it's still on for us for another 2-3 weeks, right?
It's a month.
Oh god.
For some reason, exams for at least for me don't stop until the 1st of December, so that's why it's fun.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, since we started late, I'm not going to play a song for an intermission between segments. I'm just going to hop into what I have in store for today. How does that sound? Yeah? No? Yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah, this segment's called What's Going On Next Door, where I pull up posts from my local neighborhood forum and I bring them to the table and we discuss them. Usually there's not really many interesting things, but I had us look around, found some things. So, all right, here's the first post. It's posted by Ali, I want to say his surname. It's the short one. He says, I wonder why people have repeatedly posted religious material. If your several religious posts have not received any response, why don't you give up? I respect everyone's faith, but this is not the right platform. Admin, please stop religious posts. Thanks.
Is this on the neighborhood watch site?
Yeah, the Nextdoor website.
So who's thinking this is the perfect time for converting to Jehovah?
And then David comments, keep your religion to yourself. Most of us don't care. ... Down emoji. Stamp emoji. Sealing the letter. Yeah. I thought Because that appeared as a notification in my emails, but then when I went to click on it, the post had already been deleted. So it obviously caused some outcry, but I wasn't at the scene quick enough, so I can take a good screenshot of all the replies. Moving on. Right. Right. This post or the other one? Okay, I'll go with the big one. The big one. All right, it's David from Caroline Springs. He writes, questioning this app in bold. Just venting out loud here. I think he was going for out here. Loud. When I was invited to join this neighborhood app, I assumed it would be used to sell items, inform locals of incidents and areas to avoid, local services offered, social groups, or social events. I've been reading a lot of people complaining about petty issues like where dogs do poo, where a tire were left. And instead of writing ETC, he read ECT, ECT. Not sure this app is being used to its full potential and never will by its residents. Considering deleting, hand in the air emoji 3 times. So, what are your initial thoughts on David?
What do you reckon stopped them each time? Like, do you reckon it was like an internal monologue of him weighing up the pros and cons of deleting this app, or like why do you think it came to a head 3 times and each time he managed to keep the app?
And his profile pictures of him in a high-vis vest and a construction hat.
That answers my question for you. Thank you.
His first reply, Jude writes, I think it's fair to say that this app does in fact cover all the functions you assumed it would, which I personally find to be quite helpful. The complaints that you refer to are just people expressing their opinions and/or trying to make their local community better. Nothing wrong with that.
Is this just going to be a bunch of boomers creating arguments on the internet?
Yeah.
Because like,
she got 4 hearts for that one. David, on the other hand, only got 1 with his reply, saying, I agree with you. It does cover those mentioned functions and in a very positive way. I didn't say there was anything wrong with the post. Just not sure this app is the appropriate place. Maybe Caroline Springs' Facebook page would be more suitable. This app is a great way to introduce yourself to the community, sell any unwanted goods, support local businesses, and discuss community issues. Like I started my post, I was just venting out loud. No disrespect intended to those that have or will post thief personal issues within the area. And Uma just
I'm
writes,
just going to keep going because honestly, like, I'm not seeing an interesting argument here coming out.
Yeah, he starts on venting and then everyone just like, come on,
slams
man.
him. And he's like, yeah, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I was with you the whole time, I swear to God. Uma just writes, I agree with Jude. Full stop. That's it.
Well, thanks for that little insight.
Regenda writes, dog poo is the most important part. It's everywhere. You can't go and sit in the parks. I have 2 dogs, but always with the bags. It is horrible to see it everywhere. Yeah, capital letters for horrible. David writes, spending a lot of time at the parks in Caroline Springs with my kids. We don't notice it. Maybe it's not such an issue in this area. What's he trying to say about Taylor's Hill, huh? There's more dog shit than Caroline Springs. So, yeah. How about your area? Do you have a lot of dog shit
Yeah, it's there.
all over the place?
Some people think they're too good for it. I don't know.
Gotta get with the times. Let me see if I can find something interesting.
Was that
You're not.
the only thing you found in your neighborhood
No,
app
no.
this week?
John writes, "You're not complaining, are you?" And David writes, "I don't think I was when I wrote this." Okay, there's a big one where he. Well, it's a long one. Okay, let me read it. Oh god, they're too long. They're way too long. There's so many. There's like a big long thread. Okay, I'll just summarize the thread. So
Oh, thank you for that.
Marcia's right tells a story about how she saw a lady not pick up her crap right in front of her, even right next to the place where they give out free dog poo bags. She let her dog take a shit right there and didn't take any
Is there
bags.
free dog
and pick
poo
up the
bags?
poo.
Like, where's that? Like,
In one of the parks, apparently, in
nice.
Burnside.
Oh, that says it all, doesn't it?
And then David writes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've noticed shit too. No. They argue for a bit. And then at the end, David's like, fine, I'll stay. I swear. I'm not going anywhere. It's nice having a forum that we can discuss issues / ideas with each other. It's also a great way to connect with others.
Why is this
Winking
like
emoji.
just like some kind of like discreet way to advertise the app within? Like, I don't know. Like, is this guy an inside man for your street? You know?
He's just a fair dinkum construction worker needing to vent.
I don't believe that for half a second. Because he backflips like 4 times within that forum. Yeah, it's actually a really great place to connect. And so I'm wondering, it sounds like he's fucking quoting the mission statement of the website. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah. And then people like, why don't you just read the terms and condition of this service and you would have seen this what it's about. So yeah, that's all the posts. I had one more, but it's not very that interesting. It's just about the maintenance of our parks.
Frankly, the first one wasn't that interesting. So if you want to go into the second one, feel free.
Okay. Maintenance of our parks. Hi neighbors. Written by John. Hi neighbors. Now that the weather is picking up and we are allowed to frequent our parks, are you noticing the rubbish bins are rarely emptied? Are you noticing the weeds, the thick type, the shoot? The yellow flowers are abundant, similar with general garden areas. I live nearby the Jimin Park. Hey, there's a park called Jimin.
Jim, that's
In Darwin
amazing.
Street. JJ Richards are responsible for emptying, but the only time they get emptied is when I make a formal complaint to the council. Not good enough. As ratepayers, we are paying for these waste collections, and JJ Richards are giving us the bird, and the bird is in quotation mark. Getting our parks back to a reasonable standard should be demanded. It's council election time. So I encourage all to communicate the need to smarten up our open and green spaces. Get this message to all candidates. John.
I've
It's
had
a
an
cry for
idea,
help.
right? How would you what post would you suggest submitting that will create the biggest outrage? Like how, like if you were to do like a dummy post, what would it be? What
I
would
would
set these
write
boomers off?
a post as the tire bandit and say I
That'd be
will
sick.
talk about my tire adventures, and I'll say that I have several locations marked out across Tellers Hill that I intend to drop the mother load of tires.
Now that the
And then I
25
plan to
kilometer
put
range is in action, I'll be able to find more tires to deliver shortly.
in Simpsons when Mr. Burns has the radioactive waste and he tries to put it like in Springfield, like everywhere. Have you seen
Yeah.
that episode where like he crams it into like a tree? Like the tree's got like 8 barrels stuck in it.
I get the vibe.
Yeah, that's what I'd be going for. I'll be like, I'm gonna set up like tire swings on every fucking tree I see. If the council doesn't meet my demands, I'm sure that would spark something. Unless they track my IP. They just
I reckon
imagine
it's
getting a knock on the door. Your son has been writing some questionable posts on the local forum. Like
like
have a stern
the
word with you.
community watch gang shows up at your door at late at night. What do you do?
Oh, right in the middle of the center is the construction worker in the high vis and
They
the
have a
hat.
torch hivers and a distant proving look. What are you gonna do?
He's got his hand and his fist together, ready to vent. Yeah, that's what I'd write. What would you write?
Let me think. So far, what we have had in this area, we've had one man dumping tires. We had a shit problem. We had a man complaining about people complaining about these things.
We
So
also
I
have
suggest to say that I'd say maybe make a post, a follow-up post saying, "Oh, I'm also responsible for all the dog crap everywhere." That's not dog crap.
I adopted every dog in the area. I take them for
No, it's
one
like,
big
oh,
walk, and I train them to shit in unison.
you guys' big first mistake was thinking that it was dog crap. Let's just say, when the tires are getting delivered, I'm also delivering something else.
Oh, jeez. You're right back as the dog shit bandit. I mean, I'm pretty sure my tire post, I think, like the tire vigilante, like my arch nemesis. The hero in the story will be looking for me. Remember, he wants to fix the problem. He just doesn't want to put some band-aid over it. If he finds a tire vigilante, he will add my life. Isn't that what he said? So yeah, that's all the posts. What do you think?
It's been a week for Delahaye, so in terms of
I
content,
mean, last week there wasn't anything, so I would say this is an improvement from
it's,
zero.
I feel like you started too strongly. I feel like you should have brought us up the first week, and that way you would only go up.
Well, do you have anything that you want to talk about after a song, or should we just end the show here?
I'm happy to end it because it's been a bit of a busy week trying to get all the
Busy time.
assignments in.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's all we got for today. Thanks for tuning in to the WAM show on Radio Monash. That was What's Going On Next Door.
An abbreviated WAM show, just to keep you
Yeah.
updated on what's happening in the neighborhood.
It's
In
a
case you
short
guys
sprint, 15-minute version. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week at 5 p.m. It's the last show of the week, of the day. Tune in tomorrow for more. No, we're the last show of the day,
fair enough.
and then Tuesday. I don't know who's on Tuesday. I think maybe car chats or something. Enjoy. I bide it, and then it'll be Oda DJ after that.